WOWTAC BlackScoutSurvival V3 right here. Before I forget, comes in both a cool white and a neutral white. Take your choice, but this is the updated version of the WOWTAC BlackScoutSurvival V2, which I'll come back to in a little bit. WOWTAC, for a lot of you that may know, is kind of in combination with ThruNite, and so it has the standard ThruNite / WOWTAC type packaging. And this is a little bit of an updated version, like I said, of the V2 with a few incremental improvements. So let's have a look in the box. Comes with the instruction manual, some spare O-rings, a red lens, which I'll show you, pocket clip, charging cable, and the light. Come back to some of this stuff. Looking at the light, just a quick comparison to the V2. They are a little bit, they're similar, but if you take off the fighting bezel, the super crenellated bezel, to make them even, it's a little bit shorter in length. They've made it a little bit more compact. You can see there, so a little bit more compact. The output is the same, still 1150 lumens, but a little bit more compact, and they've moved the side button from down on the bottom to up on the top so that you can hold it like this and all the functioning is right here as opposed to there and switching. Also, the tail cap is now exposed as opposed to being shrouded like it was before. So the V2 would tail stand and this one obviously will not because the tail button is completely exposed. So those are the big changes. Same brightness. This one is also $10 more. Retails for $49.95. I'll put a link down below. You can check it out. Options with this one, it comes with the super fighting bezel right here. It is super crenellated, super sharp, and would be unpleasant if you were struck by it. As an everyday carry light though, I think this would probably be not the most pleasant in your pocket. So I would not carry it this way. Could you keep it next to your bed this way or in your bag? Sure, but in your pocket, maybe not the most bestest way. If you take that off, it also comes with this red lens, which just screws right on there. And then the light will put out a red. So going back more to the survival aspects of this light, the red lens won't ruin your night vision, so that is a nice option. So if you're gonna take this in somewhere, put it in your bag, take it for camping, that sort of thing, this red option is a nice little addition to it. Now, looking at the light itself, it's a little bit more compact, like I said, than the older version, so it might be a little bit more palatable to carry in your pocket. It's not super small. It is a single 18650 battery. And it comes with that battery, a WOWTAC battery, 3,400 milliamp hours, and the battery itself is rechargeable with the micro USB cable that it comes with. You just plug this in and then plug it into a power source on the other end. But 3,400 milliamp hour battery. Put it in there, there's O-rings there, IPX7 water resistance, and you screw it back on. Just going back to front here, in the back there's the tail button. The tail button is momentary, or click it on. The side button here is momentary strobe, or also works to change the brightness. I'll show you. Moving forward, there's a spot here where you could put the pocket clip, some knurling here, forward of that, or the head, anti-roll mechanism there, and then a small heat sink, nothing too big there. And then forward of that is the head with the Cree XPL V6 LED, which puts out 1150 lumens. Functioning of this light is pretty straightforward. It defaults, always comes on to the maximum brightness, 1050 lumens. The strobe is 1150, the high mode is 1050. Realistically, you're not gonna be able to tell a difference between them, but always comes on to that 1050, momentary with the half press or full press. There's also a momentary, like I said, with the side button here, momentary strobe. When the light is on, use that side button to then ramp down through the brightnesses. So 1050, 208, and 22 lumens. It will do that 1050 for 2.7 hours, the 208 for 8 hours, and the 22 lumens for 2.5 days. And then back off. When it's on, you can also access the strobe by holding down that side button, and it will stay in the strobe. Click it again, goes back to the high. So really very straightforward user interface for this. Always on high. Instant access to strobe. So this is nice if you're going to take it in a more of a tactical type setting. Instant strobe, instant high. And this rear button is pretty firm, such that if you were to do momentary searching with it, that sort of thing, it takes a lot of power to accidentally press it on. So less likely if you're searching to accidentally click it on and then have the light stay on. It does have a low voltage indicator, so when the battery is getting low on charge, it will blink twice periodically just to let you know that it's time to recharge the battery. So overall, this light has some nice incremental improvements from the V2. Kind of depends on how you're going to be using it. The V2 with its sort of forward design with your thumb lends itself, I think, to slightly more everyday type use. Also, the light did not always come on to the high mode, so again, not quite as tactical as the V3, which always comes on to that 1050 lumens. The buttons moved, so this one a little bit more forward, carrying it this way, whereas this one is going to be, I think, a little bit more tactical with all of the buttons right there in the back, easy access to them. The price is bumped up another $10 from the V2, and the WOWTAC prices, they're a little ways away from their initial $19, $19.99 lights, but with each incremental improvement, price goes up a little bit. You get some nice accessories with it, some improvements and changes in the user interface, and this one is a little bit more compact, so it's going to be a little bit more pleasant to carry in your pocket. Again, maybe not with the big crazy stripe bezel, but not a bad light. Some nice improvements from WOWTAC. Check out the new BlackScoutSurvival V3.